Mr. Heineman back here with another math topic for us to go over today. And today we're going to go over the idea of simplifying fractions. Okay, first, why do we simplify fractions? Well, I wouldn't go ahead and tell you, hey, give me 12/24 of that cookie. Okay, because you're not going to right away understand what I mean by 12/24. It would be better if I could take that fraction and I can make it simpler for you and me and for everybody else to understand. So let's go through the first example, and I'm going to use that 12/24. Okay. So I have 12/24. And since that isn't something that we really understand, I want to go ahead and I want to make it a little bit easier for us to understand. So I need to go ahead and simplify this fraction. In order to do that, what I want to do is I want to go ahead and I want to get the factors of my numerator and denominator, and I want to look for my greatest common factor. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to go ahead and list my factors of 12. Now remember, the factors are the numbers that we use to the numbers that we use to multiply in order to get 12. So what numbers do I use to multiply to get 12? I use 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12. Remember, 1 times 12, 2 times 6, 3 times 4. Those all equal 12. So those are all my factors of 12. Okay. I also want to do the same thing for my factors of 24. So 24. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 12, and 24. I forgot about 8. 8 is in there also. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 12, and 24. And I go ahead and look at those two lists, and I can easily see, okay, especially because I have them lined up right on top of each other, that 12 is my greatest common factor. Okay, so 12 is my greatest common factor. So that's what I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to divide my numerator and denominator by my greatest common factor. Okay, so now I'm going to divide by 12. We're going to put an equal sign here, and I'll explain why I do that equal sign there in just a minute. So 12 divided by 12, I know that's 1. 24 divided by 12, I know that is 2. Okay, so now I have a fraction 1/2. Well, that fraction makes a lot more sense to me. I understand 1/2 easier than I understand what 12/24 is. The other thing I want to make clear is that 12/24 and 1/2 are the same value. They represent the same amount of something. If I want 12/4 of that cookie, you're going to give me 1/2 of that cookie. It's the same. Those are the same thing. I think sometimes people get those confused, that they think because we've changed the numbers in the numerator and denominator, we've changed the fraction entirely. We haven't. It still is exactly the same thing. Okay. We found greatest common factor, divide numerator and denominator by the greatest common factor, and we get 1/2. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do another example for you. Okay, I want to switch the color, but I'm going to go ahead and switch to black. Just keep with black. So I want to simplify 7/28. Okay, so a lot of times what will happen is somebody will see 7/28 and be like, oh, 7's a prime number, so I can't go ahead and I can't simplify. That's not true. Even if there's a prime number here, we can simplify. Now, if there's a prime number in both spots, then no, we can't simplify at all. But if the top number is prime and the bottom one is not, then we can probably try and simplify that. Okay, to find out, what do? Find greatest common factor. 7 is prime. It only has 2 factors, 1 in itself. Okay, and then 28. 28 is not prime. It has a whole lot of factors. It's got 1, 2, 4, 7, 14, and 28. Okay, but I can go ahead and I can see that, hey, 7's in both those lists. Okay, so my greatest common factor is 7. So I'm going to divide both by 7. 7 divided by 7 is 1. 28 divided by 7 is 4. I have a simplified fraction of 1/4. Okay. Hope that helps you, and hope that gives you guys a little bit more explanation. Okay. If there's any questions or comments, go ahead and put them in the comment box, and go ahead and like and subscribe. Thank you.